Hey everybody, it's Shalonda Gordon here. I'm actually over here at my mentor Tracy Walker's house getting ready to meet with her. And so I wanted to get my video out for the day to discuss with you guys how important it is to know who you're joining when you decide to generate extra income, when you decide to start building your own business, when you decide to start doing something you actually never done before and you may not know how to get it done. You really need to evaluate who you're joining. What do they show? What is it that they're showing you they can do already? It's not a matter of them actually sitting down with you and telling you all this. You can observe and see exactly what they're accomplishing because success leaves clues. I'm sure all of us have heard that before, right? So I'm here at my mentor's house because of the fact that every once in a while I sense that maybe I just need a little bit of presence time, just to be in the midst of where the person who has the lifestyle I'm aiming for, who knows the things I'm attempting to learn, who is implementing the things that I want to implement in order to get where I'm trying to go. It's not really even sometimes about talking to the person, just really sitting in their presence and understanding, okay, this is the mindset, this is where I'm at, and just a reminder, because a lot of us guys in our normal everyday life, the reason why we're where we're at now is some part because of who we're around. You are an average of the 5 people you hang around. So if you really sit back and look at the people you spent most of your time with, I'm sure you would realize that maybe, just maybe, they weren't quite the ones that were millionaires are going to take you to that next level. So when you have an opportunity to actually start to change that circle and really start to connect with individuals, be it online, be it in person, that actually can edify you and push you to the next level, say the truth to you, tell you the thing you really may not want to hear, and then you receive it, you see what I'm saying? Then you begin to see a change in your life. Now, I can speak from experience that this is 100% true. Now, if I find myself around a lot of people, because even still in our business, we do run into a lot of individuals that just have little faith and just really don't believe in themselves or anything else because of failures in the past that they haven't gotten past, which is real. That's nothing that is a bad thing. It's just a real thing, right? So sometimes I have to kind of come back and hang out with my mentor so I can get back on track and keep it going, especially when things are progressing relatively well, right? So just to let y'all know, my mentor doesn't live like right around the corner. I literally have to drive like 45 minutes each way, which for me is not that bad considering some people would love to get in the presence of Tracy Walker and they're like states away and that kind of thing, right? So my whole point is when you decide to make a decision to move forward, to better your life, to really surround yourself with individuals who can get you where you're trying to go, really pay attention and see who you join. Don't just join a business and then turn around and expect the person that you joined with to be that person. But on the flip side of that, don't join that person and then turn around and expect somebody else who you haven't decided to work with to give you all their time either. That's not very fair, and I'm sure you can agree with that, right? So ultimately, do the research up front. Really look at who you're talking to. Ask them a few questions. See if you like how you guys interact. See if you understand their perspective and where they've been and where they're going, if you can relate to that. If you can't, maybe you just need to do a little bit more research and find another person. If you can, you need to jump aboard immediately. Don't hesitate. And usually you'll see this in the first 5 minutes of your conversation with this person. You'll know if you can work with them or if they can take you to that next level. I want you to understand something else too. It's not about whether you like that person or if that person makes you feel good inside. Actually, I challenge you to connect with the person who actually says the thing you really don't want to hear and that really makes you feel relatively uncomfortable. Because I'll tell you the truth, my mentor has told me to do many things that between you and I wasn't really feeling, yet I did it anyways because I knew I was going to have to do the thing I was uncomfortable doing in order to have the thing I never had. Because what I have is what I've done in my comfort zone. So once I started to really step outside of that and do the thing that made me uncomfortable and started doing that more and more and more, then ultimately everything started lining up and I started getting the thing I had never had. I started receiving the success I really truly desired. Okay, so I just challenge you to really, when you're looking for someone to work with, don't look for the person that just runs and answers all your questions because that might show they have just a little bit too much time on their hands. Don't run to the person that says everything you want to hear because that's not realistic. Okay, and especially if they have more than you, obviously they've done some things you don't know, and it isn't really about rubbing your ego, right? Or theirs for that fact. It's about telling you the truth. Okay, so ultimately, I just challenge you to do that. Now, this week I've been talking about, what you experience is what you believe. Well, that kind of goes along with what you decide in business as well. If you believe that every person you're talking to is not telling you the truth and isn't real and what they're saying isn't true, then ultimately you're going to get a person that's not real and not true. If you make a decision to say, you know, the next person I come across or next time I talk to individuals concerning me wanting to better my life, they're going to be truthful, honest people, then you'll get what you believe, because that's going to be what you actually experience. If you're experiencing people who are not honest with you and are not telling you and you feel like you're being scammed, don't keep focusing on them. Again, go back to the mirror and say, but what do I believe? Did I believe I was going to get scammed? And if that's what you believe, then you got pretty much, you're experiencing your belief, right? But if you believe differently, guys, and I challenge you to do so, because I promise you, there is a business out here that is working for many, many individuals. I'm seeing individuals have success online that have never had it before. And I would love to work with you so that you could be that next person as well. If you're already having success and you're in a season where things just can keep hammering, attacking you, go get your mentor and go sit under your mentor for just a second. You don't got to be there for 20 hours, just good 20 minutes. Get your fill up real quick and then get back out. It's like coming into the locker room, you know what I'm saying, for halftime, getting built back up, you know what I'm saying, re-wrapping up, getting everything back on, and then heading out back on the field. All right? So, guys, have an amazing day. I hope everything's going well. Out here, it's kind of rainy out here in Atlanta, but it's cool. It's cool. The grass needs it, right? So have an amazing day and keep smiling.